I would like to present Miss Elena Koleva, our school counselor. She has been involved in the field of child psychology since 2016. She has worked as a child psychologist since 2018 and in BSS for more than 2 years. Could you tell us about your role as a school psychologist?
Hello, and thank you for this interview. Yes, indeed, I have been here in BSS already for 2 years, and my job here is, for me, is very interesting. I find it very challenging from time to time, but also very fulfilling. My job as a school psychologist, I can't say that I have to exactly the same days ever, because it's very dynamic, it's very different. Every day is filled with a lot of different cases, a lot of different scenarios. But the main thing is, and my main focus of my work is supporting children in their emotional difficulties, whenever they have some learning challenges, and whenever they experience some behavioral difficulties.
What are some of the most common issues at school and how do you address them?
Well, children come with a lot of different issues. Some of them are pretty minor. Let's say that some of them might see me around the school during recess and they might ask, "Miss, can I see you today because I've had a fight with one of my friends or something bad happened to me. I just would like to share." So these are the, let's say, the most common ones. Well, I've had some cases and I've worked with some of the children in the school who had more serious psychological difficulties, such as anxiety, such as panic attacks, and even some depressive episodes.
What advice would you give to parents and who are concerned about their child's difficulties at school?
Well, that depends very much on what the exact difficulties are connected with, because let's say whenever it's regarding learning difficulties, my main advice is always to start as early as possible. Early diagnosis and early prevention are always the key to having a positive development in the child's development. While when it's more of behavioral difficulties or emotional difficulties or some difficulties with relationships, whether it might be with the classmates or even with some of the teachers, I always advise parents to strengthen their connection with the child, to give them empathy and to be able to understand how their world works.
How do you approach working with parents and families, students who are struggling with lessons?
Well, I'm very happy to share, and this is on a positive note for me, that our parents here in BSS, they often approach myself and some of the colleagues themselves. So sometimes the initiative comes from their side. Well, whenever, let's say that one of our teacher has noticed something about the child or their, let's say, their learning process or their behavior, we tend to approach the parents by noting that yes, we have observed some of the things which are not going as we are expecting, and we always encourage and share with the parents that we want to support the child, their well-being, their development, and their progress.
Okay, at the final, how do you feel in BSS as a school counselor?
Comparing it to my previous experience as a school psychologist, I can honestly share that here I feel in my place. I feel understood. I feel that there is a community which works directly towards supporting children, and this makes me very proud.